My buddies they think they're too good to get lessons. And they're absolutely not. I don't think anyone is too good to get lessons, to be honest.
You beat your friends regularly, so they're just definitely not too good for them.
No, 100%. And I mean, like I was telling you guys, I like to get a lesson once a month, which I think is perfectly doable, because the other 29 days are regression days, right? Well, I shouldn't say other 29 days. You get a lesson. Let's say you get a lesson on the 1st, and then you continue to work on things, let's say for the next week to 2 weeks.
Okay.
You work on things at the range. You play maybe a round or two with what you learn at that lesson. And then the latter half of those days, of that month, is regression days.
Yeah, I don't ever go on a consistent basis. It's my fault completely. I don't have a problem with lessons anymore. Now that Lucas has proven to me that lessons are good with the correct coach.
Yeah.
I think, I don't know, it's a mixture of laziness and forgetfulness. And if I have a free morning or free afternoon, no offense, I just rather go to the course. Like, that's my first instinct is,
sure,
I got an hour this morning, I'm going to go play 9 holes.
Yep.
And I never think of like, oh, I should hit up Lucas and I should go to get a lesson. I just never think like that.
Sure.
And I should, because they've helped me a ton.
Well, that's actually, I mean, I respect the way that you think like that, though, because that just shows everyone what you think about the game of golf. Is it doesn't matter how you're playing, you just want to get out and play.
Yeah, that's very true.
For me, if I'm playing bad, I will think about it until I fix it. So
Really?
I need to get in, and I need to have the mental clarity of like, okay, well, we finally got that figured out. So now I can just go out and I can just play. So my mind, I have some weird shit going on up there to where sometimes I'll lose sleep over it. Sometimes I will.
I'm going to bring it up again. It's been a while, a few episodes since I've brought it up.
Ooh.
Ted Lasso. We need a team sports psychologist.
Big time. Yeah. We used to get him in college.
Yeah. I think you need to talk to a doctor.
But that leads me into my next point. I wanted to ask you guys, I kind of have a GA of my own. It's not anonymous, but it is coming. It is coming from me.
It can still be a GA. This is just a golfer admission.
Okay, golfer admission. So here's my golfer admission, Tyler. My buddy won't not let me play for money anymore, even though I am up $190 on our total balance.
Easy. I got it.
Okay. Here's the thing. If I come up to him before a round and say, hey, I just want to play for fun today. And when I say I want to play for fun, that means I want to go out and I maybe not even want to keep score. I'll maybe keep it on the scorecard, not add it up at the end.
Yep.
But when I say I want to go have fun, I want to hit a hybrid from 220 instead of a 4-iron. I want to hit a 3-wood off the tee instead of a driver. I want to screw around with different clubs in different situations, because I don't really get to do that very often, and I'm not that comfortable in that situation. So, hey, I just want to go out and I just want to play some fun golf today. I want to fuck around with different clubs, different shots. So I think I'm out on playing for money. Oh, wait, no, definitely not. No, we're playing for absolutely not.
Tell him that if he wants to play for money, he has to hand you $190 right now.
Well, okay, so yes, I could do that, and I'll also preface this whole thing by. He did pay me $100 after I got pissed at him this last weekend. Now,
because this is on the tail of him paying you and then asking for the money he paid you back to gamble with. Correct?
Yeah, that was about a month. That was about a month ago. He paid me like half of what he owed me, and then he asked for that money back later that night so he could gamble, so he could play dice with it. Which I'm fine with.
Yeah, it's just hilarious. It's just hilarious that he paid you some of his gambling debt and then asked you for it back to gamble more.
Yes.
He's trying to win it out, then he doesn't pay him anymore.
Yes. So that's where I'm at right now. And
when's the last time he's played for fun?
Never. Well, and his and my definitions of fun are probably different. Now, I'll lay this out.
Can you get him to gamble something other than money? And
Well,
just give him a little.
his bookie shut down his account, so he can't sports gamble anymore. I mean, we can't really gamble in North Dakota. We don't have like casinos.
Yeah.
No,
We can
I'm
go
just
play
saying,
blackjack,
on the
but-
course, has he ever gambled anything other than money? Like, he's a farmer. Gamble like, hey, all right, if I win, you come to my house and thatch my lawn. If you win, I'll go to your house and fix the back gate or whatever, pick fucking rock or something.
So he lives in a rental. He lives in a townhome rental.
Okay.
So his parents still live at the farm.
Okay.
So the only way that we differ in our gambling bets is we went from $5 a hole to front back total. 10, 10, 20.
Yeah, but get him to try and gamble drinks or something.
I know.
So then you can still fuck around because it's not the end of the world if you got to buy a round of drinks. And he still gets to scratch his gambler's itch.
So I think it all stems from his golfing too much with his father-in-law.
Okay.
Because they'll throw absurd bets out. They'll throw $100 closest to pin on this par 3. We're going $100 a hole in the back 9. They'll start throwing out shit like that. Now, what really fucking pissed me off this last weekend, and and since we've gotten things cleared up because I expressed my frustration, I sent a text that said, "Hey, I think it's bullshit that you and your father-in-law backed out on 3-putt poker when things were all said and done."
Beef.
So beforehand, before we started, I played last Friday. Played a 2 p.m. round, which is actually kind of fun. Because I'd never really played like a semi-twilight round. 18, sun was kind of coming down. It was a solid round. Before everything started, I said, "Hey, you guys want to play 3-putt poker? It's super easy. The game only occurs on the green. I'll keep all the points. We'll deal it up at the end. And money wise, it's like, hey, well, I'll put in $5 right away. If you 3-putt, you put another $5 in the pot." And
You played $5 for a 3-putt?
we did because again, these guys
Yeah,
are, hey,
high
I'll
rollers.
play you for $1 million this round. It's
So
absurd.
then the chip is 100.
Yeah, the chip's 100. So, and if you 3-putt, you get the chip, all that kind of stuff. I laid out the rules. It's really not that hard to understand.
It's pretty fucking simple.
So we get all said and done with it. And I said, all right, I'll go into the clubhouse and see if they have a deck of cards. I feel like every clubhouse has a deck of cards.
So far, we haven't been turned down yet.
No. So right as I say that, they look at me and they're like, or his father-in-law looks at me and he goes, God, I'm not a big card guy. I'm out on that. I'm not a big card guy. I go, fuck.
What do you mean
Fucking-
you're out?
I explained this to you on hole 1. And so he's out. And of course, he's riding with my buddy. So my buddy's out too. And I mean, we're playing for like almost $50 pot. And I had already won 40 because I won front, back, and total. Okay. So we're playing for money again. So I'm like, okay, let's rack this up a little bit more.
Well, it's just the gamblers like gambling until the Ryan's kicking the shit out
Exactly.
of them. And then they want to tuck tail and run.
Exactly. So I'm keeping score of everyone's putts through the entire round. They know this is coming.
Did you have way more cards than them?
No, I had 4 cards. His father-in-law had 4 cards, and my buddy had, I want to say, 2 or 3 cards.
That's almost as even as it gets.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not a big card. You got to deal out cards. I'm not a big card guy.
I don't care. You're a big 3-putt poker guy because you signed up for this shit.
Hang on. So it made me think, is this where my buddy gets is this where he gets this from? Is like, we're doing this. We're going to play for money but do you actually ever pay up? That's the thing. You guys are playing for $100 closest to pin. You're playing for $100,000 through 18 holes stroke play. You guys ever pay up? Because
Probably not.
in my mind, why stress another person out on the golf course by forcing them to play for money if you're not even going to pay up?
Yeah.
We went on that golf trip a few weeks ago. This is the group I went with. We went on this golf trip. Cash was out of my wallet right away. Because I know that if I'm playing for money with anyone besides my buddy, it's being paid out right away. Because I don't want to owe anybody anything.
Correct.
So I'm in this huge dilemma. Now, we cleared up the 3-putt poker thing. My buddy said, Yeah, we'll deal it out. Like I have all the, 4 cards, 3 cards. Here's the buy-ins for everybody. We'll deal it out next time we're together, being probably this weekend. I'm like, okay, that's fair. And then he paid me $100 from his $190 deficit. So he's down
So
90.
after he loses 3-putt poker, just pretty close to back up. So it'll be 150 now.
It'll be 150. So, this is the dilemma I'm in. And the reason I'm saying all this is because that was Friday. Now, Saturday morning, I went out and played with my other buddy who is like the complete opposite. Like he'll play for money if you want, he'll play $5 a hole if you want, but if you don't, he's like, all right, well,
Whatever.
we'll go just go out and play. It was me, him, and my wife that played Saturday. And it was one of the funnest rounds. It was top 2 rounds of the summer, behind the one that Tyler and I played together.
And we kind of played for money, not
Kind
really.
of.
We played 3-putt poker.
Yeah.
Then we did deal it out at the end. And I won. And it's like, you guys bought drinks. That's good.
Now, 3-putt poker, when you play for money in 3-putt poker, it's not nearly as stressful as playing like stroke play or match play.
Right,
or
the most anyone owed was like $16 because they had the 5 from the beginning. They got stuck with the chip. So it was like $13 because then they had like 3 putts and we do $1 per 3-putt, not 5.
Yep.
And that's just to keep things interesting. That's just to like have a game to keep track of and keep people on their toes.
Yeah,
throughout
honestly,
18 holes. Keep them focused.
Yeah.
We should play 3-putt poker during the Pine to Palm, just you and me.
We should.
Because then we have something to be like, that's good for poker, Ryan. We have a reason to feel good about it and like we can chip close.
I'm down 100%.
All right. We're doing side gambling.
I'll just keep track the whole time.
Yeah, we're in for 3-putt poker in what'll be my second, your first amateur tournament.
Yeah. I had a dream that we played so well together as a Scramble that they invited us into the champions bracket of the Pine to Palm.
Really?
And then found out that we were scrambling and split us up. And so we just shot like a 105 in the first round of the champions bracket.
Demolished.
You know what you guys should do? You guys should like cartoon stack on each other's shoulders with a trench coat type of thing. People never know.
Yeah. So that kind of encompasses everything that I've been dealing with mentally lately. I'm trying to figure out, and I'm looking, I mean, if you guys have advice, let me know. But I'm trying to figure out, like, how,
you just have to.
Am I not the captain now? I think I make the rules now. If I'm up,
Gamble that on your next round. Whoever wins gets to decide what we do for the next round. The other one can't say shit.
that's a great idea.
So if he beats you, then you have to gamble next time.
Correct. If I'm up in the black anywhere, whether that's $5 or $190, I'm the captain. I make the rules. If I don't want to play for money, I won't play for money. If I do want to play for $100 a hole, I will play for $100 a hole. I'd probably not, but
A quick one.
but I think couple bad holes like Meg. I'm gonna need the joint credit card right now. But hey, I'd pay it up.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at. I have one golfing buddy who I do enjoy golfing with him. But he won't not let me play for money. I have this other golfing buddy that I don't get to play with as much, and he's just down for whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah, just the gamble for the Chiefs spot.
What if he? No, I'm not doing that.
Now then, it's like, all right, I'm gonna go golf with someone else.
Yeah, I think I
Threaten him.
because I'm really the only. Because I mean, we both have memberships to the same course,
Yeah.
so I'll find someone to golf with. I'll fucking bring Tyler out to Thumper Pond.
Yeah.
Wow.
You just book a
I'll
bunch
do
of
it. I
souls.
don't fucking want to, but I'll bring Tyler out there. I'm that desperate.
So yeah, that's kind of what I was just looking for. I think, that solves it right there. You didn't really make room for discussion because that's actually just a great point you made.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
So you did just solve the problem.
Yeah.
Right there. Yeah.
That's what we're going to do. We are going to say, hey, okay, we'll play for, again, the biggest switch up we've made in our betting is going from $5 a hole to front back total. What a huge switch up. I know.
It is
It's
wild.
crazy.
And welcome back to the Double Bogey Show, episode 147.
They piped that the wrong way.
I'll call the clubhouse. We'll book in another 18 for tomorrow.
Okay, they cheated on that. They fluffed their balls.
Yeah, no better time for the breakfast ball than now.
Nailed
Nice.
Wow.
it. Nailed it.
Everyone, get off my fucking back. I know that the intro music is 10 minutes in.
No, I think about
Well, no, this
16
is-
in.
This
Oh.
is that's my fault. That's my fault.
It's okay. Just
okay, well,
keeps me up at night. The amount of DMs like, dude, you can't do an intro that's half the way through the podcast. It's like, it's
yeah.
my podcast. I can do whatever the fuck I want to.
I will say though, this last weekend. So, are we talking about rounds? Are we talking about?
I want to do a little. We can talk about rounds in a second. We got a really important round coming up in 4 days.
Yes. Before we get into that, because that we'll break that down. We talked Little Tykes last week, right?
Yep.
We had the Q.
Listen
I
to
don't
this shit.
I don't know what QA stands for. I want to say
Quality assurance.
that's exactly what I was going to say. Quality Assurance Lab Manager from Little Tykes. Big fan of the pod. Was listening in when we started talking about Little Tykes. Sent us a photo in the Instagram DMs of him in his office with his Little Tykes products just sitting around him.
It's got to be the most fun job.
Are we just a global podcast now? If we need somebody, they
Ohio.
already listen to us.
Ohio.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I mean, I
Ohio.
think we got to talk to this guy about potentially partnering with Little Tykes.
Well,
We'd be the first podcasters ever to be like, hey, we do Union Green, PXG, Little Tykes ad.
yeah, I mean, well,
Send some clubs over.
50% of us have Little Tykes sets.
Yeah. I mean, Trevor still probably plays with his.
Yeah, he
so
probably still
yeah.
does. Yeah, yeah.
We're at 75%. Jake,
Yeah.
do you have any Little Tykes at the moment?
Absolutely. Are you kidding me?
Which ones are you using?
Well, I got the golf set with those little raised holes, and you got to putt up and into the hole.
Wait, no free ad reads.
Jesus, we're
got-
waiting. We're
yeah, my bad.
negotiating here.
Yeah, my bad.
Little Tykes corporate here.
I mean, I don't have them yet, but I sure would love some.
nice. So that was kind of wild.
Yeah, it was.
Thanks for listening, my guy. We love the products. Tyler, big time round this weekend. 2:30 p.m. Friday.
2:30 p.m. Friday. I get a text message saying, "Hey, big match, 2:30 Friday." I was in Hayward, Wisconsin, drinking with Miles, Jake, and our agent. I excused myself to the bathroom at about 10:45 p.m. Request time off while in the bathroom.
Yeah, we were drinking.
I got to do that actually.
And then come back to the table and Miles looks at me. He's like, did you just go to the shitter to request Friday off? And I was like, yes, I did. Those two things were not mutually exclusive. They just happened to happen at the same time.
Well, yeah, you can't request because he gets the notification. You can't just request time off and have the ability to make eye contact with the guy who's approving the time off.
Yeah. Just
gotta
looks
be
at Jen in the
sent.
eyes and goes,
Yeah.
absolutely
You
not.
see the notification come in, be like, huh? Can I?
Hey,
Can I?
you want a shot, dude? Here.
Yeah. Yeah. He rips the shot and you just like delete the notification off his phone real quick. He'll see it. Monday.
Yeah.
We don't want to make this.
Oh, I requested it a long time ago. You just didn't see it.
Because what if he would have said no?
I mean,
Then that would have made shit weird.
it would have made shit weird. But it was also just funny. Like you come back from the bathroom, it's like, dude, it's almost 11 o'clock at night. We're drinking in a town that we've never been to before. And did you just go to the bathroom to ask me if you could have Friday off? You could have just asked me.
I mean, what a solid way to ask for time off when you're drinking after 10 p.m. with your
I
boss.
did get verbal confirmation from him as well. So
I mean, what boss isn't in a good mood after 10 p.m. drinking in a small town bar?
that was one of the rare nights maybe he wasn't, because we got served warm bottles of beer. Like, I'm not.
Oh shit!
No,
Piss warm bottles of beer like 4 or 5 rounds in a row. It was the
When did
strangest
you-
thing.
Did you, after what round did you say something maybe?
We said it after the 4th round, and we're like, "Hey, can we get some cold ones?" Because we were like just being too Midwest about it, and we're like,
Yeah,
"Oh, we
yeah.
sucked down the first warm one without like whining." And then we're like, hey, could we get like a glass or like a frosted mug or something?
Ice.
Hey, you got any ice in the back or? Is it...
Well, that's exactly. And then they ran out of frosted mugs. So we're just like, hey, these are piss warm. Can we just get a cold beer, please?
Oh my God.
Anyway, such a long intro to the important round on Friday. Ryan, I don't think you played in it last year, but every year for the last 4 years during Turkey Days, my hometown's small town festival deal, there is a Scramble tournament. That is, you sign up for it and you can play anytime all weekend, and then they announce the winners on Sunday.
You can play as many times as you want to record the lowest score.
Many entry fees. You just got to pay the $150 every time you want to pay.
That's a great model to make a shit ton of money.
Yeah, because like people like my dad are super competitive. They'll just play until they win.
Yeah.
Or at least get pretty damn close. So every year we do that. But then we also do a side tournament. That is our entry fee for the Turkey Days Scramble and an 8-person tea time versus my dad's Scramble team.
Is it? You heard that correctly. 8-person tea time.
8-person tea time.
So it's an 8-sum.
It is an 8-sum that is technically the only time it's a 8-person 4v4 Scramble.
So it's
And
so it's a
I know
two team two team tea time essentially.
Yes.
Not an 8-person.
And I know you guys earned your way onto the Scramble team, but you're not on this one because it's my dad and it's the same crew as before. And it's like a hierarchy of invites. If you've played before, you get an invite again. You guys have never played.
Don't sweat it, Tyler.
Ryan played in it the last time.
2 years ago, yeah.
2 years ago, 5-hole playoff.
I was trying to work that through my head. We finished on
We tied on 9. We won.
it's a big downhill with a ravine. I think it's number 9. And
No.
it's an uphill green.
You're right, but that was 5 was the playoff hole.
Okay, so it's 5.
So it's a 5-hole
holes.
playoff.
After
So it's-
18 holes.
So it's my dad's 4 buddies and 4 buddies of my own. And we scramble against each other for whatever we would decide we want to bet. We don't have to bet on anything. And then we also submit those scores for the Turkey Days tournament.
Yep.
And the first year they beat us. The second year was when we went in the 5-hole. Then last year, I don't think
We won
did
the
it.
5-hole playoff.
We did.
Jade sunk
we won
a
it.
nasty ass putt.
Yep. So Jade sunk a ridiculous putt to win the 5-hole playoff. And then last year, I don't think we did it. I
don't think we did either.
Yeah, because it ended up being, we replaced it with my groom supper scramble.
Yep.
And I was on both teams because I was the groom. Yeah, I played.
Yeah, you were zipping around.
I literally played 4.5 holes with one team and then 4.5 with another.
That's what
I
we do.
waited in the fairway on 4 for the next team so I could play with both.
Surviving.
I was now that I think about it, I was gonna show up and play with you guys because I
Yeah.
think you needed another person, but it was raining out.
Yeah, I didn't rain.
I'm pretty sure it did.
It didn't. It was my groom supper, man. I remember.
Do you
You're probably
remember though?
shit-faced. Yeah, that's
No,
it.
I-
Yeah, you're probably
I
shit- Thank you,
really
Trevor.
wasn't. My
Yeah.
Thank you, Trevor.
Jeep and Dave was fucking.
Oh, I believe he was.
You gave a speech after.
After the scramble or after the group supper?
Both.
Planned or unplanned?
Nice.
Pretty lit up.
This is a big event.
This is bragging rights in my house, or like in my every family event for the rest of the year are on the line here. So
Well, and whenever I see your dad too, I always have to bring up, 5-hole sink that putt on the 5-hole playoff.
well, and we made some stupid ass putts just to keep it
Yeah.
as a playoff. Like Lane, we didn't use a single shot all week, and then we're on the first playoff hole, and then he chipped. We all hit
Three
of us
shitty
hit
shots.
shitty shots, and Lane 90 yards up and over some trees and sticks it within a foot. We're like, where the fuck
Yep.
did you come from?
Yep. And had we not have that shot, we'd have lost some playoff hole number one.
Yep. So yeah, the hierarchy of the team, unfortunately, the very first year, those guys got the invite first. A couple of them said no. So then I started with you.
Yep.
And you said yes. So if one of the other guys from the first year says no, Jade will get an invite. Lane already said no.
Yep.
So
I actually really like Frazie's golf course.
It's a fun course.
So I know a lot of people when they hop on a new course, they'll kind of start observing the grass and the tee boxes and shit like that. And I will kind of do the same thing. But when it comes to a tee box, all you need is like a 4x4 piece of grass to hit off of.
The only thing I ever look for on a tee box is how level it is.
That is one thing that Thumper Pond struggles at is level tee boxes. The course other than that plays super pure. It's really nice, but it's I don't want to have to hit a drive with the ball a couple inches
Fucking
above my
halfway
feet,
up my
you know?
shins.
Yeah. So I'll have to, because I am a member, I'll have to have a board meeting with the directors.
Like I can't be playing $1,000 a hole with my buddy here and have not level tee boxes.
No, or maybe what I should do is just donate all my winnings to the club so that we can get level tee boxes.
You can gamble on that. Be like, hey, if I win, every hole I win, you fix the tee box.
Yeah. Let's do
And
it.
so then your buddy's got to get out there with some dirt and some sod, and he'll get her fixed up.
Another thing I look for on a tee box is shorties, broken tees.
Yeah.
I'm a couple times last weekend. I was at it's probably because I had the second or third tee time of the day. I hit a couple tee boxes where I found no broken tees. So then I had to walk back to my bag, grab a tee,
Break it.
come back, stick it in the ground, and then shoot my shot.
Yeah. I love when the tee box has the little box where the course will rake them all up and then they don't throw away the brokens. They just put them in that little box so you can grab some out of there.
Yeah. There's multiple different types of people. Like people treat their tees differently on par 3 tee boxes. Like sometimes you'll find full plastic tees in those little boxes. It's like, this person just not,
Well,
are they just rich enough to buy plastic tees and just leave one at every tee box?
I think most of the time for me, Trevor is. He
I get
does
free
that.
ones.
Okay, I understand that.
I think most of the time, like think about when you hit a shot, sometimes you'll just lose your tee.
Yes, correct.
It's like, oh God, where the hell did it go?
Or
and then, I'm not going to spend 5 minutes looking for my tee.
Yeah.
I also do the thing where I play with a long plastic tee for the whole round, but because I'm on a par 3, I put it so far into the ground that's just not coming out.
Yeah.
So
Or you
that's
knock
what,
the head off of it.
yeah, exactly. Whereas like on a par 4 or something like that, teed up a little higher, I can find that tee 9 times out of 10.
Well, here's the thing too. Part of hitting a good shot is looking away from the good shot because you know it's that good and picking your tee up off the ground. Like that, Trevor, you know what I'm talking about? If you hit a good right off the club, it's a money shot right down the middle. You look away, grab your tee, turn around, and just walk back towards your buddies.
Do that a lot with my drives, and it pisses my friends off.
Same. I don't need to watch where that goes.
It's right down the middle. I already know.
We'll drive straight down the fairway and we'll find it.
I'll tell you the one thing about my round from this last week at Edgewood. I can't remember what hole it is. 1's a long, 2 is a 4 down the road, 3 is a long par 5.
No, 3
Three's
is
a par 3.
And then
4 is the
so
par
number
5.
5, the little tiny little baby
Dog
dog
leg
leg right.
Yep.
I hit my drive with a fade, and it was 8 yards from the green.
No shit.
Jesus.
And it was one of those ones where I hit it. I was just like, that's fucking perfect. I turned around and grabbed my tee and got back in the cart before
Yes.
the thing was even on the ground.
Yes. There are times though where like you'll kind of like your tee just comes out too effortlessly.
Yeah.
And you'll like look back and you're like, fuck, where that is that actually a good shot? Did it kick in the wrong direction? Like, am I actually screwed on that? Yeah, you can get yourself in a little trouble doing that.
Yeah.
Or when you hit it and the tee comes flying back at your buddies.
Oh, it's the
nose.
best.
Oh my God.
How does the tee fly backwards? So if
It's
you
like-
hit the tee straight down, does the head of the tee hit the ground and then pop back?
It's like a boing. That was pretty good.
That was nice.
Sound effect.
Boing.
Yeah. So yeah, that's our tee box talk.
Well, okay, so that's why I was talking about Frazee. It's like people would probably roll up there and be like, this is kind of it's a decent course, but it has some charm to it.
I love that course.
There's
Some
trees all over the place.
the greens are good. That's one thing that I noticed on a lot of courses. The greens, like if there's something wrong with a Frazee green, they will fix it. Like the greens aren't going to roll the purest in the entire world, but they're not going to have a crater for you to have to fucking putt through.
Yeah, definitely.
Like if there's like a hole in the green or a disease on the green, they fix the damn thing.
Yep.
They don't leave it and be like, sorry, we'll move the cup over to the other side.
Yeah, they do their job.
Yep.
Yeah. What is the first thing that you look for, or like that you're looking for when you play a course for the first time? Like, what's the first thing that you notice?
Views.
Views.
Views is number one. I'm also a big time downhill guy. I'm actually surprised I don't like downhill ski or do anything downhill. I don't ski. I don't
Ryan's a big
snowboard.
downhill skier.
Yep.
I don't. No, I actually don't use poles.
Oh,
I don't use poles.
okay.
If you can mix in like a good downhill, like par 4, par 5, there's nothing better.
It is sweet.
I'm with you. I'm a sucker for elevation change. on
Elevation change on a golf course could quite possibly make or break.
That's literally every hole at Frazee.
It's-
There's
yeah.
some sort of elevation
golf.
change.
Yeah, my hometown course 10 is a short par 4, but it's like fucking 60 feet above your head, and then the next hole is a par 4 where you have to lay up at 220, and then you have to chip down 60 feet onto the green too.
Yeah.
Well, think about this.
Unbelievable.
When somebody's on vacation, the picturesque moments, the pictures that they're taking is when they're at a high vantage point looking down over top of a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we're doing on a golf course. We're standing up on a high tee box looking down at trees and green grass and wildlife and everything. Anything below your feet in elevation makes it 10 times better.
It's like Lion King.
Yeah.
Anything the sun touches.
Correct.
Yeah.
I mean, think about looking at an uphill par 3. It's like you can't see anything but blue sky beyond it, which is cool, but it's not nearly as cool as a downhill.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. But then it's dope when you get on the green and then you're uphill and you get to see everything around it. Take a picture with the pin.
Again, you're looking downhill though.
But yeah, that's the thing about Frazee. I'm dead ass serious that every single hole, you're either going straight up or you're going straight down at something. There's elevation changes on every hole on every fucking course. But this is a major elevation change on every single hole.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to beating my dad. He's got a pretty good team put together.
Does he?
But they're also fun. I was worried that because he's ultra competitive, like you and Miles level, like he won't let it ruin his day, but he really, really wants to fucking win.
Yeah. And that's actually why I like playing with him too. Cause him and I, we kind of think similarly when it comes to that type of thing.
So I was worried that he was just going to go, I'm going to recruit the best fucking golfers I know. And then it's going to be shitty and boring because usually if you go and recruit the best fucking golfers you know, then they're not your fun buddies.
Correct.
But he went and
Correct.
recruited a good group. So
How different of a group is it from last time?
one major difference, and I think that's it.
I think Sylvie Fox,
Haver still there. I don't think.
Hike Camp.
Hold on.
We're throwing out names that
No one fucking knows.
but it's for context wise.
Yeah, so no Silver Fox, no Height Camp.
Really?
Yep. But Haver,
Yep.
the other
I mean,
guys
he's
there,
a stick.
and Goat. You don't know Goat.
No, I do. I know Goat.
Yeah.
Yep. Remember Jade was talking shit to him last time, and
And he
threatened to
took
kick
it
Jade's
serious.
ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Goat. He's there.
he gets so fucking pissed.
And then another guy, Broughton, you don't know, but
Broughton. Oh yeah, maybe I don't. We'll make friends right
Yeah.
away. Pretty easy.
yeah.
Hell yeah. It's gonna be a good time.
Mm-hmm.
I do need to drive back after that though, so I'm gonna come to play golf. I know. I'm gonna come to play golf. and
Ryan's
then
going to be sober the whole time.
I'll maybe have one beer.
Vibes are already off.
They're not off though.
Unbelievable.
God.
You don't need alcohol to have fun.
Yeah, you do.
You don't. I mean,
It sure helps. You don't need tennis shoes to run a mile, but they make it a hell of a lot better.
yeah. You're right, but I'm also a responsible person.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
we got a bed for you.
I get that.
Yeah,
but
just sleep it off. We'll be done at 6 o'clock. You take a nap till 9. You shimmy on over to Ottertail.
I'm going back to Fargo
Why?
You got kids,
because
bro.
I have an unofficial, and it's not for sure yet, but I have an important round Sunday.
Yeah, but this is Friday, so you have all day Saturday.
I know, but I need to mentally wake up in my own bed Saturday so I can mentally prepare for Sunday, because the plan is to play the Pine to Palm course on Sunday.
I love you, Ron. You're such a head case.
I want to play. You've already played it once.
Yeah.
I haven't played it yet this year. I need to play it at least once with my caddy.
Yeah, but waking up on Saturday has nothing to do with your round on Sunday.
Also, kid.
Yeah, isn't your kid going to go to the lake like he does every weekend?
No, they're not. We're not going to the lake this weekend. Taking
That's
the
a
weekend
mistake.
Because I said I mentally need to be home.
So time out. So on Friday, you're going to the lakes area to play golf. So you can go home Saturday and then come back to the lakes area Sunday to play golf.
Yeah, because my lake.
Oh my God.
Okay. Two things to unpack here. I like windshield time. I enjoy driving.
I do know that.
It's a great time to think just about everything that's going on. No one can really bug you because like if you don't want to, you don't have to answer a text or a phone call. You shouldn't do that. It's illegal in some states, but no one can bug you. Also, the lake that I go to is 1 hour away from where you're at.
From Frazee?
Yes.
There's no way it's that far.
Maybe not 1 hour, but maybe
It's gonna be like
35
30
minutes.
Yeah. Half hour is fair. But still.
Well, it's not important. we'll get something figured out.
I just think you got to stick around, my guy.
Well, I will tell you right now that there's not a your dad's team doesn't have a huge chance of winning. My game is in a really good spot right now.
Yeah, and it'd be even better if you're drunk.
Okay. We'll
Fine, I'll drink.
No, we'll workshop something. But Trevor even agrees with me. Sometimes you
just
gotta
don't
be.
wanna drink.
You got I'm always down to have a couple 2-3, but you also have to be responsible.
I know. I'm all for you being responsible, but I think we've got it all squared away.
Okay, we'll have a team meeting. We'll have a 4-person team meeting on Thursday
over beers.
I still got to request a time off. So 10 p.m. tonight, I'll request a time off. And then we'll feel the Pine to Palm course out Sunday. I'm actually excited for that.
Yeah, it'll be a good time. I think one thing my grandpa told me is do not take what the greens are like for truth at all, because the greens will be completely different come Pine to Palm.
They'll roll them.
Yeah,
they'll be fast as
He
fuck.
said that they'll mow the shit out of them. They'll roll them every day for a week.
Yep.
And
Jeez.
it'll be like putting on concrete. So
do you what type of greens do you like putting on the most? Like fast, slow, medium?
slow for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
But those are really tough to read too, because it's
There's
like
so much more room for error though. On a slow green, if I hammer it, it's not going to roll off.
Yeah.
I kind of like fast.
Oh yeah, so then when you just barely blow it by the hole, on a normal green, one that would go an inch past the hole is now in the fucking sand. You like that?
I'd rather tap my putt than smoke my putt to get it there.
Yeah, but you can still leave it really short on a fast green.
Yeah, I could.
I like middle of the road.
Okay,
Basic answer.
we got them all.
But if I were to pick, I'd probably pick slow green.
It's just so much safer on a slow green.
Very.
Like Mapleton's greens were perfectly in the middle when we all putted out of our fucking minds.
That's why I play that course so well. That's why I've been playing Thumper Pond well, is because the greens are so medium. They're so mid, as the kids would say these days.
Yeah, but for speed, they're like
the greens are good, but the speed is mid.
Yeah, don't cap on them. They're not mid. They're just middle of the road.
Yeah, bro. For real. No
Yeah.
kids.
Shit. That shit crazy though, bro.
You sound like Trevor right now talking to the rest of his cronies and merch.
Okay, let's take a quick break.
Holy fuck, we didn't take a break yet? How long have we been going?
No, we could do the intro right now though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we could.
great spot for it.
Welcome back.
Quick break, come back. We'll talk some weekend rounds and we'll have a day. Ladies and gentlemen, this whole Union Green, cheap, affordable, solid golf balls, it's not.
It's
I will
not going
say-
to click until you buy some.
Well, but it hasn't been helping me out much lately because I haven't been losing the balls that I used to.
Which is fucking tight.
which is great. The benefit of these golf balls, number one, they play really well. Number two, if you lose them, you don't feel bad about yourself. But I haven't had a chance to not feel bad about myself because I haven't been losing them. I played 2 rounds, Tyler, with the same fucking ball
way.
last weekend.
2 rounds?
36 holes with the same ball.
What does
There's
the ball
trees.
look like now?
It's green.
Union green?
It's Union green. It is it is painted green like your shoes are after mowing the lawn.
Hell yeah, dude.
It's dirty, it's scuffed up, it's green. And I mean, it's time to retire it for sure. It'll be a new simulator ball.
Put that shit in a case and on your shelf or something.
No, I should keep playing
I've
it.
literally never seen a ball played with for 2 rounds before.
I'll show you.
Okay.
It's amazing. I'm going to actually keep playing with it to see how many consecutive holes I can play.
That's a good idea.
with
What
the
if you
same
play
ball.
with it all the way through the pine to palm? Like, honestly, like, they are good balls. I don't think a golf ball can make it that long.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, I think you have to retire it I would say retire it after 2 rounds.
Right, but I'm just genuinely curious. How long does a golf ball last? Because I've never once even come close to the actual shelf life of a ball.
No, and I mean, we like the balls that we hit in the simulator, the logos start to get scuffed up.
Well,
like,
those
scuffed
wear off because of the turf, not
Correct.
because we've hit them so many times. This turf is like sandpaper.
Well, the turf, and then they're also hitting. They're hitting the concrete behind
Yeah.
us, and then they're hitting the wooden floor bar. And I mean, those things probably last like 500 shots
Yeah, dude.
until
That's-
they like start to crack.
Well, that's 5.5 rounds then.
Which is, I mean, we shouldn't even be talking 5.5 rounds. That's too many rounds to be playing the same ball.
It is. I'm trying to think.
No, I know. Well,
Like, what does a ball look like 500 shots in? I've never made it that far, not even close.
I think it probably looks like, like when they drain the pond at a course.
Yeah.
And there's you can see the very top. You can see one dimple of white in a golf ball underneath of the mud.
mud.
You pull it out. That's probably what it looks like.
Okay.
Without cleaning that ball off. But I guess the benefit of the UG balls have been playing is that they've been playing so well that I haven't had to grab another one.
Which is good because I'm not playing terrible, but I'm running low on UGs. I'm gonna have to re-up for the pine to palm. I gotta get I've been putting marker on them now.
Yeah.
I like that. I don't know why. I think it's just fun.
It's like it doesn't even matter how hard you try.
I stole something from Jake that you can do lines for your swing path or lines for your putting. I've been doing both, not because I do use either of them for their intended purpose, just because I think it looks neat.
Why don't more people? I mean, sorry, this is still part of the ad read, but
Yeah, we
it's also
are,
a
for
question.
sure.
Why don't people when you draw the big line on it? Why don't you line it up on the tee to where you want to hit it onto the fairway?
That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, but no one's squatting down and lining it up on a tee like you would a putt.
Well, literally, one of the things on this deal is swing path. So it's a straight line that you line up it on, and then there's an X with arrows, so you can help go in to out or out to in. Or
I might actually.
Ryan, it's
I
sitting
might
on
dabble.
my desk. I got a Sharpie too.
Yeah, I'm excited to play the UGs at Pine to Palm because
no arguing.
there's no
We'll know
there's no
who's or who's.
arguing.
Actually, what if we roll up and our opponents? Okay, so we got to decide because are you going to go pin drops or T-birds? Because we got to go opposite here.
I'll be going PDs,
Okay, I will play T-birds.
TBs.
TBs.
I'll be going PDs.
TBs and PDs.
UGPD for me, UGTG for Tyler.
Yeah, so go to UG.com. It's uniongreen.com.
UnionGreen.com.
Get yourself some.
Double bogey 20 if you're a first time buyer. Get that 20% off. Get, get 4, 5, 6, get 10 dozen balls. It may last you the next 10 years. It may last you the next 10 shots. We don't know. You decide for yourself, UnionGreen.com.
Yep. The only thing that scares me coming up this round against my dad is that I gave him my old PXGs. And
Has he been swinging them this
and
summer?
he's been swinging them pretty fucking good.
Really?
So I might have sabotaged us by giving him really good clubs and just for free. Dad, that's your payment for raising me. We're even now. because that's how nice the clubs are.
He did make you start paying rent though at 18.
Yeah, but like we're even now because that lasted like 2 months and is like I'm out of here.
Yeah.
College, here I come.
But well, here's the thing, Tyler. Like, you can give us all the PXGs out that you want, but we're the PXG guys.
Yeah, we are. I'm just saying,
As long as we're swinging them, we can't be beat.
right. I'm just saying that I really. Why did I? That's like you're in a war and you'll be like, hey, here's a lot of ammunition and some really nice guns. Shoot them at us.
Yeah. Yeah. But you
I
also-
shouldn't have supplied the enemy with such good weapons. Is
I
what
know.
I'm saying.
You also need to be one with your firearm.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I am one with my PXGs, especially the fucking bad attack, dude. God, I'm putting well.
Dude, Tyler, I've been editing this video, and this whole video for the 18 holes or whatever, you're just sinking putts left and right.
It's
in
weird,
this thing.
and it's not stopping.
No,
I think it took about 2 to 3 months for things to click with the putter, but they have now clicked.
Mm-hmm.
And once they click, it's hard to unclick them.
Yeah, click, unclick. Which is weird because PXG just got new putters, and we're probably going to be using them soon. And I'm sure they're great, but I just don't have the. I don't know. It's like getting a new girlfriend. I don't know if I want one. I don't want to cheat on my bat attack now with a new bat attack.
Yeah, it's like
I don't have
get a new
chemistry.
girlfriend when you already have a girlfriend.
Yeah, it's like
It's like,
it's
do you want
cheating.
that? Do you want that stress in your life of having 2 girlfriends?
Like I'm sure the new putters are fucking awesome, but that we don't have the chemistry that me and my current bat attack, Bruce, is what I've named him, to have right now.
Actually,
in
do
the
you know?
water.
So the putter covers are obviously magnetic, right?
Yeah, which is sick.
Mine looks like one of the old school cell phone case holders.
It does.
Have you seen? So I have this new thing, and so I never lose my putter cover. I'll put the magnetic flap into my back pocket, and then I'll magnetize
Close
like
it.
the body
Yeah.
to the outside, so it looks like I have an old cell phone
Hell yeah.
holder. I look like a 50-year-old man walking around with that thing, but you never lose your putter cover that way.
That's good.
I mean, guys, it's pretty easy. You need a new flat stick. The brand new ones just came out.
Yep.
You need Gen 6s. They're out. Gen 5, they're out.
Mm-hmm.
Military, first responder,
They're in with
Great.
big discounts.
great discounts. The cool thing about, I have the black Gen 6s,
Mm-hmm.
and they're starting to get the wear pattern on where I'm hitting
Yeah,
the ball.
so your toes are pretty silver.
Toes pretty silver, heels getting silver, but the middle looks so brand new. So I want to keep these things looking new as long as I can. So we're on our way for sure.
Love it.
PXG.com, guys, go check them out. I mean, you've been enjoying the putter, as have I, but also my 8-iron, Tyler, last weekend was dialed.
Is that the new Tin Cup Club?
That
Your
is
eight?
the new TC club.
I like it.
For some reason, my 8-iron, the 8-iron is like the perfect club because it's not short like a wedge,
Bless you.
and it's not long like a 4-iron. It's like it's right in the middle.
Yeah, it literally is.
Quite literally is right in the middle. Now, okay, so I played 2 rounds last weekend. Friday round, 81 with a quad bogey.
Let's go. I like it.
Saturday, 83 with a quad bogey.
Hell yeah.
Back-to-back days with a quad bogey, still under 85.
That's pretty good.
And that's why I've been saying my game is in a really solid spot right now. Also, Friday, hit... Oh, here's the thing, too. Hole 1, I will bogey or double bogey hole 1 on every
We just
got
got to warm up. What's our
I know.
problems?
Because I roll up, especially on Saturday after I played 18 the day before. I mean, I'm so stiff. I'm just turning right and turning left to hit the ball off the tee. But I'll bogey or double bogey the first hole of every single round that I play. And I have just come to accept that.
Go to the range and just see if you double bogey it.
I didn't show up in time to get to the range. I
Just
had to
try
drive
that.
an hour and a
Try it
half.
on Sunday when you've got when you have all day Saturday
I
to
will.
mentally prepare for it.
Yeah, I will. But I hit I hit the best shot of my entire life on Friday.
Okay. Go on.
So It's par 4. There's at about 240 yards. There's water on the left and water on the right, and in the middle is it's probably a 20-yard wide fairway. So if you go for it with driver, you have to be pinpoint accurate in order to be safe, and I'm just not pinpoint accurate.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a 4-iron layup to about 220, and then you have like 160 to 170 yards in. 4-iron down the middle, 168 yards out. I grab the 8-iron, and when I hit this shot, typically I can feel if it's going to be a good shot before I even hit the ball or not, depending on where my hands are at, because I can feel where my hands are at right before contact. And right before contact in the shot, I'm like, oh fuck, this is not going to be good. So I tend to just like Ken Griffey Jr. it. I'll hit the ball and I'll one-hand follow through like the GOAT.
Yes.
For some odd reason, I completely misread where my hands were. This shot was straight at the pin. It had probably like a 3-4 yard tight draw right at the pin. It's tracking. It hits right next to the fucking pin, but I am straight in line with it. So I can't, the depth perception, I can't see if it's 10 feet long or 10 yards long or 10 feet short, whatever.
Or an inch short.
So I'm like, okay, sweet. We're putting. We're driving up to this thing, and it's not, the ball's not getting farther away from the pin as we're driving up. I should have taken a picture of it. I shit you not. I was an inch and a half away from holding out for eagle from 160 yards. 8-iron.
Fun tap in birdie though.
Did you? Yeah, I was gonna say,
Unbelievable
did you birdie?
tap in birdie. I actually tapped it in with the case still on my putter.
Hell yeah. That's a penalty stroke, so it's actually a par.
Oh, really?
I have no idea.
I was gonna say, you don't read the fucking rule book. So
Just don't be doing that shit at the Pine to Palm, because some old grumpy fuck will pull that on you.
I know. Well, especially the guys that we're playing with, they better be cool.
I hope they are.
Because if they're not, we're like, hey, we got Grandpa Dave here.
Like he'll kill
take
you
care of
guys.
He'll take care of you real quick. So
Yeah.
relax. So Friday, Saturday. I mean Friday. I already told you guys I won the front, back in total. Won $40 Friday. Saturday was a fun round. I get rid of the quad bogeys, Tyler, and we're sitting good for Pine to
You're
Palm.
dancing.
And this,
At 76 without the quad on the 81. No, 77.
77.
Tied
I've
your best.
I've never, so 81 is my best. It's my best round at this course. It's tree farm. Again, I don't know why
You're
I
a thumper
punish
again?
myself. Yep. I don't know why I punish myself with playing at tree farms. Anyway, that's what I got for the weekend. Nothing too crazy happened. Best shot of my life. Played some pretty good
Nothing
golf.
too crazy.
Couple
Just
quad bogeys.
doing really good.
I hit a 9 on a par 5.
Jesus Christ.
So-
How many times you go in the water?
Guess.
3.
No.
0.
Not once.
0.
Trees, baby.
Oh.
Trees. And then, so I'm like over the green on my 4 shot into the fucking trees, and there's a big ass rock at the top of this little hill, and there's a bunker on the other side. So I'm trying to be cute with my shot. If I hit it too far, I'm down a fucking steep hill into the trees. If I hit it short, there's a 2,000-pound rock in my way. If I hit it like perfect, I'm in the bunker. So I'm like, I hit it short, I hit the fucking rock, it bounces back, I hit it short again, it just trickles down the hill. I hit it short again, blah, 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 it does this. And then I just tap in for 9.
At least you didn't 3-putt, no card.
No
Or
card.
no
Would've
money
been-
in the pot.
Would have been great for 3-putt poker.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and then Saturday I got an 8 on a par 4. It's a hole that is just a straightaway 380-yard par 4. Nothing crazy. Trees. Actually, I was right next to the stop sign because it was right at the T in the road. Trees, bunker, sculled one out of the bunker, back into the bunker.
That's the best.
Flop it out.
I love it.
Yeah. So we just gotta eliminate one hole.
Yep.
It'll be all right.
Also, you made me realize, Ryan, why aren't course designers using rocks as like hazards? Like
Some
imagine
are.
a big old rock in the middle of the fairway that if your ball accidentally hits, you're just either 60 yards past the green or 3 fairways over. Or do they do that and I'm just not playing those fancy courses?
Well, I think a rock would be considered. Well, no, it's not considered a man-made object, but it's
Technically, if you can move it, you can move it. Like, you ever see Tiger gets like 5 people in the gallery to help him move a giant fucking rock?
no shit.
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
So if you, look it up. So
That's
like,
cool.
There's a big rock in his way, and he's like, we can maybe move this. So he gets the help of like 4 other people, and they just all pick up the rock and move it so he can have a straight shot at the hole.
Dope.
Yeah. So I'm gonna bring a chainsaw to the Pine to Palm.
Yes, because Pine to Palm is like, I don't feel like the courses, comparatively speaking to what, like, even Thumper fucking Tree Farm, Tyler. Pine to Palm is very similar to like Village Green in
Yep.
terms of
Yep.
tree wise.
Yeah, the sneaky thing about the Pine to Palm is the slope of the fairways. People don't realize, like, if you hit this spot, it's gonna roll away the fuck out this way or that way.
Sure.
So it's lots of course management of the reading the fairway,
Sure.
which is strange and above our pay grade. So I'm just gonna hit her fucking straight and see what happens.
Yeah, just aim at the pin and
Yep.
be aggressive.
Let her rip.
Okay, that's what I got.
I golfed one time since we last spoke, and I shot a 42 on Edgewood, but it was a 3-3-3 scramble
Ooh,
with 4 other people. 2 of them former podcast, former producers of this podcast. One, Mitch, who was producer for quite a while, and Ben, who was a producer for 1 episode before the curse got him.
yep, gone.
And then also Ben's fiance. So a 3-3-3 scramble is just like any other 3-3-3 type of game, but we just changed partners every 3 holes instead of changing games every 3 holes.
It's a good idea.
And I am counting it as my 42 because we used every single one of my shots except for 2, and the 2 shots of mine that we didn't use were barely better, inches better than mine. So I shot a 42, and my friends were there.
That's solid
Yeah.
that your friends were there.
Yeah.
My friends, my 280 some now friends on 18
Holy
birdies
shit, dude.
Jesus.
were also with me on my weekend rounds.
I kind of
Tyler fucking hates it. I fucking love it.
I fucking hate that I'm getting a notification every time one of you 280 people are golfing.
It's the best though, because
No, it's not.
I'm gonna start going on. I'm just gonna start commenting on people's rounds.
I like commenting on people's rounds, and I like when they comment on mine, but I don't need to know every time someone fucking golfed at 11 o'clock last night.
Turn your notifications off.
I can't figure it out anymore.
It's in the settings.
I
You gotta
went
go
into
in
the settings because I'm
settings.
trying to set it to only the groups I'm in, and like there's no notification in the settings. Trevor and I looked at it yesterday.
Not in 18 birdie settings, in the iPhone settings.
Yeah, but I don't want all notifications off. I just want notifications from my group of friends that we're in.
So you get notified
So
if
you have
play.
you have a group on 18 birdies.
Yeah, we created a group.
because I created one. Did you guys get my noti?
Yeah.
I
Yes.
did join it. Yep.
Notification?
Yep.
Yes,
Okay, so we'll have.
we
to,
have we now have a breakfast ball group,
Okay,
and I made a group with my friends, the ones that I normally talk shit to.
when did you make that yesterday?
Right after you invited me to the double.
Has anyone golfed since?
No.
So I think we'll just have to test it out.
Yeah, but I get so many notifications of people golfing. Let me look. Oh yeah, I just scrolled down 20 minutes ago. Brian Martin's playing around. Good luck, Brian.
Good luck, Brian.
Kyle,
Go low, baby.
42 minutes ago, Kyle Milbert's playing around. Good luck, Kyle.
Let's go, Milby. Come on, boy.
It's like,
Keep connecting with me. We're
like you could
we're
send
going to
friend
the fucking
requests,
moon with
but
18 birdies. We will have the largest 18 birdies group by the end of the year. I want 1,000.
I think we
person
already
group.
do. Who else could have more people on 18 birdies
I don't
than
know.
us right now?
I don't know, but I want us to have the largest 18 birdies group by the end of the year.
Okay, well, I think we got it.
Tyler, I had 25 comments on my, and here's the thing.
That's pretty good.
I didn't see the comments until I was going to bed that night.
Until after,
Because
yeah.
I didn't see them like when I have the GPS.
I don't know
you
how
can't
to see them during mid-round. Oh,
Don't you have to exit out and then go
Yes.
click on it? Yeah.
So we got to get that fixed. We
Yep.
got to get the comments to like, they should pop
should
up
bring it
like it's a
up.
live, it's a live feed almost.
Like you're live streaming and it just kind of like pops up.
Yeah. Yep. I'm digging it. So add us up, 18 birdies.
okay. Fucking A. What was I going to look at?
Settings, notifications.
You do that after
No, I was going to show you something.
on birdies.
Yeah, fuck it. I don't remember.
Also, I checked my 2022 recap. Guess how many birdies I had in 2022?
Oh, I was going to read this guy's comment that he put on my round yesterday because it's great.
Guess how many birdies I had in all of 2022?
69.
No. 7.
Don't overthink it.
1.
Don't overthink it.
You had 5.
0.
18.
That's cool.
But I also had more pars than bogeys. I had 250 pars, and I think I had 238 bogeys. So come on, boys.
During my round, the 42 that I have aforementioned, Scott Lally says,
Can you end the podcast on this? This is a great quote to end on.
I mean, we're getting pretty close to ending this shit.
Do we have anything from Trevor or Jake?
I do.
Go on.
So on Sunday, I finally went and played for the first time in a week. Played 9 holes at Prairiewood. Just first 4 holes, 1 over, and I just fell the fuck apart.
Yeah, I saw
Come on,
it.
Trevor.
Didn't even finish the last hole. I went water, and I was like, yeah, I'm out. So,
Oh, you
You were
gotta finish the last hole. You
Nope.
can't end
You
on
didn't
that.
finish the last hole?
nope, because I was playing that night. So I was like, you know what? We're just going to forget about it. We're not even going to
Okay,
finish. We're just going to go.
That's fair. That's fine. If you're playing again that afternoon, I get it. But if that's the last shot of the day, like, you gotta finish the hole.
Nope.
You didn't even finish the hole. Hang on.
I literally picked up and I was like, I can't. Like, I just shanked 2 in a row. Like, I'm done.
Have you ever not finished a hole?
You get back in the
Or,
day.
sorry,
for
have
sure.
you ever just like skip like
Yeah.
really?
Oh yeah, no, I don't anymore because I'm more mature and better at golf than Trevor.
That might be the
Hell
mature
yeah.
part. Yeah.
But back in the day, I would just pick my ball up all the time.
No shit.
Yeah, like when I first started, if I was having a really shitty hole, I'd be like, well, there's a fucking 8. And I'd pick my ball up, put it in my pocket, go to the next tee box.
What?
We're better than that.
Sometimes
Now.
we're not.
We finish
Now
holes.
we are. I did see his score. It was pretty bad.
We
was bad.
we take it on the chin and we finish holes.
I knew it was time. I knew after because I like hit a shank the hole before, and then I was hit 2 of that hole, and I was like, it's time to just.
God, if you can just hang it up after 3 shanks in a row, that is mental toughness right there. Because I would empty my bag of balls on that last hole if that was happening to me.
Oh, well, which one's more mentally tough? Giving up or not giving up, though?
That's true. That's true, Tyler.
But like, knowing when to quit is also,
Yep.
that's important. You
When-
don't
I
know
mean,
when to quit.
When is a good time? Like, when is a proper time to pick
Concede
up
a hole.
When is a proper time to concede a hole?
I genuinely believe in the 8 rule. Now that I'm like in golf a little more, maybe we need to bump it up to 9 for par 5s.
Yep.
But like, so I would say quad bogey-ish is when
Yep.
you should be conceding the hole, especially at our level.
Yep.
Like, you can still get an 81 with a quad,
Yeah.
but if you're getting like 5, 6, 7 over, what's the point, really?
Yeah, I think I like that. I think that's a good standard. I think a proper time to concede a hole is when, like, if you're playing with 3 other guys, if everyone else has finished out and has been waiting for like at least a minute or more.
That's a long time. It sounds shorter.
It sounds short.
But when people are watching you, a minute is a long time.
Minute's a long time to just sit there
You
and
hear that, Becca? A minute is really long time.
it's a
Yeah,
It's-
it's plenty.
Yeah.
a minute.
Way too long.
It's like more than you need.
Yeah. I mean, think about the things in a football game that can happen in a minute. I mean, there can be 14 points scored in 1 minute. That's a long time.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It's an eternity.
So,
But yeah, pick your ball up if people are watching you for a minute. It's forever.
because, and the reason it's so long is because no one else is hitting. It's just, it's you hitting and hitting and hitting. I would say if everyone else in your group has picked up and has been waiting for an extended period of time, it's time to concede
If it's
the hole.
so bad that somebody stops a putt for you that you hit too long, then you know that the next shot's your last shot.
Yes. or hey, just pick it. Or if the ball is tracking towards someone, not even close to the hole, hey, just stop it.
Yeah.
Just stop the ball.
But like if someone involuntarily, like you blade one over the green and they kick it for you, like, oh, sorry about that, got in the way. You know, your next putt's your last putt. regardless if it goes in or not.
100%.
I don't know. It's been a long time since we've discussed the rule of 8. It's been like single digit episodes since we discussed it. So for all our new listeners, the rule of 8 is if you're a golfer of our level or worse, or even better, it's totally up to you. The way to score the game and the way to keep people from not wanting to quit golf immediately, play the rule of 8. If the highest you can get on any hole is an 8, and you actually keep track of your true 8s, if you truly get an 8, you circle that shit.
Yep.
Because even if I get a 14, I'm putting an 8 down, but it's not going to get circled because those true 8s are going to be your tiebreaker at the end of the round. So let's say Trevor and I are playing. We're both bums, and we get 8s across the board, but Trevor has 5 circled 8s, and I have 2 circled 8s. He wins, even though on paper we have the same exact score.
Sure.
But it just keeps people from wanting to just pull their hair out and look down at a 15 on a scorecard,
Definitely.
you know?
Yep.
No one,
Especially when you're first starting.
yeah, no one should look down at double digits on a scorecard.
No.
Yeah.
It's a single digit game.
Yep. And there have been plenty of rounds where it's like, that was a 15. That was a 13 on that hole. I went in the water 4 times. I don't even want to do the math. 8.
Imagine if you go in the water or OB twice off the tee. Back to
Yeah,
back.
you're already
That's one
hitting.
in-
You're laying like 6.
It's 1 and 2 out, 3 and 4 out, and then you're hitting 5 from the tee still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's an 8.
That is why I picked up. Like I know, like when it's bad, I'm like, okay, just pick it up, call it a hole. Like next hole, you're fine.
Yeah.
So didn't finish that hole. Then I went and played 18 at Rose Creek, where we were supposed to do our 2v2 match. My teammate backed out because he was going to the lake with some friends. So I was like, whatever.
Jeez.
So we got a new guy, and we did a 2v2, and we did 666. So we did 6 holes of tee flip challenge. So we both hit our shots, flip a tee, and then we take that shot, which is really fun because, I mean, there's a hole where I stick one to like 3 feet, but we had to take a guy off the green because we got the tee flip.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah,
And
that's
then-
fun.
A couple times we went OB, and then luckily landed on the other person, so we got to save ourselves some strokes.
Nice.
But then
I like a little,
I kinda
little bit
like
of
that.
chance
Yeah.
in it.
Yeah.
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 then it requires both hit good shots, so it doesn't matter. And then next 6 we did random clubs, so 1 club per hole, and it was
In that best ball situation.
scramble again, just because nice and easy fun. Got to a par 5, both pull out driver, got lucky,
Hell yeah.
both went OB. And then we were like, all right, this is fucking dumb.
And is it random club off the tee or random club the whole hole?
Whole hole.
That's cool.
And then next 6 we did worst ball scramble,
Yep.
and
Little teaser.
we did we tripled 1 hole, and then the next hole we were just short of the green as our worst shot. I chipped, hit the flag, lipped out for eagle, and my buddy hit to like 3 feet, and then we made a birdie.
Both made the birdie
We both
putt.
made a birdie putt
Hell
on
yeah.
the worst ball. Didn't make a single birdie all day.
I
So
don't
was like,
think-
we were crazy.
I don't think people realize how hard worst ball scramble is.
It's difficult.
And the reason I'm saying that is because we did it, and you will find out how hard it is.
That comes out today or Thursday, Jake?
Yeah. Literally, yeah. Today.
Lara.
Cool.
It sucked.
Yeah, it's tough because you both have to make putts.
Well, like,
Uh-huh.
and, yeah, even if you miss a putt by like an inch, that's the worst shot. If the other guy makes it,
So yeah, it was probably the most frustrating round I've ever had, but it was the most fun just because it was like,
yeah. I
didn't
like
care
that.
about score. We just like dicked around, had a good time, and then
Good. I'm happy for you. That's like it's a perfect way to rebound after picking your ball up on 9 at Prairie Wood.
yep.
Yeah. Also, kudos to you guys for a birdie in worst ball because
It's not.
we were
easy.
fucking. we got like 2 pars and we were through the moon.
Yep.
But yeah, any other stories?
I'm good.
I'm good.
That's all I got.
All right, I will leave you with this comment on my round from Scott Lally.
And Tyler, this is why we do this.
This is why
It's
we
for
do
shit
this.
like this.
So I know I'm being a grump ass about 18 birdies. It's on me. I'll figure out the notification stuff. Keep commenting stuff like this.
What's his name? Scott.
Scott Lally. Lally.
Scott literally ended the pod. He ended this week's pod with this 18 birdies comment.
Scott says, the course is your canvas. Your club is your brush. And the ball is your paint. Now go make something beautiful happen out there.
Chills.
Love
he also
you.
put a
Chills.
salute on there. Love you guys.
Love you. Love you.
They piped that the wrong way.
I'll call the clubhouse. We'll book in another 18 for tomorrow.
Okay, they cheated on that. They fluffed their balls.
Yeah, no better time for the breakfast ball than now.